you're going to gain weight. If you got money, you're going to be eating good and you're going to gain weight. Since I've been here, I've gained 20 pounds. Like, look at me. I don't look the same, do I?
Yo, she the Coca, I'm addicted. Yeah, she got that fire fiend. I'm all on it. When she bad, rub her hair down to her ass. Tyler Bunker, would you die? Would you slide for me? Just ride for me like.
Hey yo, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, hey girl, my name is Coca, Lola, Jasziy, or whatever you want to call me. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button, like, and comment if you're returning. Hey sis, welcome back. And thank you so much for coming back. Now, I just want to let y'all know that I've been in Houston for 1 year. 1 year. Well, not technically not. Next month will be a year, but like let's go ahead and just get this out the way. I've been in Houston for 1 year and I made it. Like, what are you talking about? Well, not really, like, not made it, like, I'm not rich or nothing. But, like, I made it through all the struggles and all the things that I've been through since I moved here alone, by myself, off the strength of just, I don't know, like, living off a hope and a dream and a prayer. And I'm here. I'm still here. So, I want to let y'all know some things that I wish I knew before I moved here, and some things that would probably be helpful for anybody moving here. Let's go. Okay, the first thing that I want y'all to know, and this is something that I've been meaning to say, like in all of my freaking Houston update videos, I've been meaning to put this in there, but I always freaking forget. The first thing that I want to say is about gratuity, like tipping when you go to restaurants. A lot of restaurants out here, especially the popular black-owned ones, they add in gratuity. I wish I knew that when I first moved here, because when I first moved here, I was like, my checks is not adding up. But I was still like, I wouldn't say anything, because most of the time I be lit, and I just be like, maybe I'm tripping, like, I don't know. But on top of the gratuity that they get, I would tip on top of that. And they had already took the tip out. So make sure, they're supposed to tell you that too, but they don't. They don't tell you that, because why would they? Why would they tell you that? So make sure that, you know, you might want to tip a couple extra dollars or whatever, but make sure that you know when the tip is already added in and when it's not. Make sure you know. Make sure you ask. Like, is gratuity added? Because they do not be telling you, even though they really should. Anyways, that's the first thing I want to let y'all know. Second thing I want to let y'all know is that this is how this was explained to me and how I found a place to live. There's 2 circles. And maybe I can do it on my map and then I'll show y'all, like, over here somewhere. Maybe. I don't know. You know, I'm lazy. So, there's 2 circles. One is, like, the inner loop, and I live inside the inner loop. And then there's like the outer loop, and then anything outside of that would be like suburbs, basically. If you want to be in Houston, like Houston, not the suburbs, and you want to be close to everything, you are going to want to live in either the inner loop or the outer loop. You're not going to want to live anywhere outside of that. And I know people be like, oh, you get more bang for your buck in the suburbs. You get, you know, it's nicer there, and, you know, it's better, it's cheaper, which is all possibly true. However, if you are going to spend a lot of your time in Houston, it's gonna cost you even more. Like, you're gonna make up the difference for living out there. You're going to be paying that much in gas. You're going to be sitting in traffic longer. You're going to be far away from everything. So if you are wanting to live in Houston, and you know that you want to be in a mix, I don't suggest moving to the suburbs. I suggest either moving in the inner loop or the outer loop, nowhere outside of that. So when you get to Houston, you're going to see 2 circles. 1 circle, 2 circle, and then there's some other circles outside of that. Anything outside of that, 4. All that shit for the suburbs, 4. It took us an hour to drive to the Woodlands. Don't nobody want to be driving that far. We just don't. We just don't want to. That's just real. That's just being real. But if you know that you're not the type of person that's gonna be, you know, in and out the city much, suburbs. Hold on, y'all. Next thing I want y'all to know that like this is a major city, this is a big city, and it's always going and going and going. It's fast paced, and if you're not used to it, excuse me, if you're used to a smaller city, this is fast paced. It's gonna be traffic. It's gonna be people driving fast. It's gonna be a lot of stuff going on, especially like if you're like real deep off in Houston. Not if you're not like in some of the good areas. There's so much things going on. Even if you are in the good areas, there's a lot of things going on, and it's easy to just like slip away into a certain lifestyle. You have to have a lot of self-control, and you have to be able to say no. You have to be able to be like, I'm going home. You have to be able to stay focused on what you came with. Like a lot of people, I first meet them, they're like, I came here to do this, that, and I'm, you know, with goals and ambitions and everything, and then later on down the line, months down the line, all I see them doing is partying and turning up, and then they telling me like, I wish you know, it's easy to get sucked into a certain type of lifestyle, and it like this shit would take you. It would take you to another level, especially if you're not used to a big city and you know turning up all the time. This shit will take you somewhere that you don't want to be. So I suggest personally, if you came here with goals of being successful and you know starting a business and doing that, like stay focused on that, because it is so easy to like stray away from your goals, because people, they got the Casamigos over there, they got the Henny over there, they lit and popping bottles in the section. It's so easy to just get sucked into that lifestyle. So if you know that you're one of those people that don't have a lot of self-control, I'm not gonna really suggest you go out too much. Sit down, sis, sit down. That shit gonna be there. It's always gonna be there. There's old people clubs where they popping bottles still. People is 30s, 40s still in the club getting lit. That shit always gonna be there. Focus on your goals, focus on yourself. Do what's best for you. Don't come down here and get lost in the sauce. It's so easy to get lost in the sauce. I've seen it happen lots of times. Next, I want to say about dating, and people say dating in Houston so bad, these niggas ain't shit, whatever. Maybe, possibly, I feel like niggas ain't shit everywhere. Like, no matter where you go, everywhere you turn, which way, everywhere you go, niggas ain't shit nowhere. But I feel like a lot of people just accept things that they shouldn't. A lot of people do too much explaining, do too much, like, I feel like most women, and men too, will stick around because out of loneliness and like, oh, I don't want to start over, I'm just gonna accept whatever this person gives me, and that don't have nothing to do with Houston. That has something to do with you personally. I done been on 100 something dates probably since I've been here. You know how many niggas that got cut off? How many people it's just like, this ain't cutting it, block. People would tell me like I'm cruel for blocking people for no reason. I'm not cruel for blocking people for no reason. If you're not reaching my expectation, you gotta go. It is like, we don't have no reason to access. You don't have any reason to access me. You're not giving what I want. You gotta get the step in. I feel like more people should take in this concept, and more people should be like this, because a lot of people, oh, these niggas ain't shit. This nigga did this to me, did that to me, but you still talk to him. You only got one time to do something that just rubbed me the wrong way before you're gone. And that's just that. Dating for me has not been bad. I've been on hella good dates, because I weed niggas out before the date. I weed people out before. It's like so many things. People show you exactly who you are, but most people just do not pay attention. And I used to be one of those people that just didn't pay attention to clearly high red flags, niggas waving flags like, bitch, I ain't shit. But I would overlook them. I would just be blind to the bullshit. Not anymore. When people do bullshit, you cut them off, even if it's slight bullshit. It don't make you a mean person, it don't make you a bad person. It just makes you know that you know what you want. If that person not giving you what you want, move around. So dating in Houston for me has not been bad. A lot of people say that dating in Houston is bad. I've had like 2 dates that was like, these niggas weird. But other than that, no. Next thing, making friends can be hard, especially if you're antisocial, you're socially awkward, or you're introverted like myself, I've met most of my friends on Bumble. I highly recommend. I went just like dating men. I've met a lot of men on dating apps and things. I've also met a lot of women on Bumble BFF, where you basically find friends. I should be the spokesperson for Bumble. I've met almost all my friends here from Bumble. Mind you, some of them bitches was weird and they not around, but like I said, you gotta weed people out. You can't just get attached to people. You can't get attached to people, especially when you just now meeting people. You gotta feel people out. You gotta find out who people are, and you don't ignore no red flags. First red flag, bitch gone. That's it. Ain't no giving nobody no chances, ain't none of that. First red flag, you're out of here. So I do highly recommend, like, if you're introverted and you don't want to just, you have to go out to make friends. If you don't want to go out to make friends, I do suggest Bumble, and still that's putting yourself out there. You have to create a whole profile. You gotta figure out what to say. You gotta make it like, you gotta make it sound good so people can actually, want to be friends with you. And I actually like Bumble because, like, you can put out everything that you are. Like, I like this, I don't like this, I like this, I don't like it. And people read that and they decide whether they want to be friends with you. Or you go out and, because, people can be anybody online too, honestly. But anyways, meeting and making friends, you have to go outside, or you have to put yourself out here. Social media, YouTube, drop some comments, anything. It's not weird. I hate when people be like, it's weird to meet people off the internet. No, it's not. It's not weird at all. Some of us have no other choice, because it's hard to go out and meet people like in person. It's really hard when you want to talk to people, but you just feel like you physically just can't. So anyways, making friends, get your ass outside. Ain't nobody gonna come knocking on your door. Put yourself out here. If you want friends, do the work, because it's the same as just like relationships. You got to put in work, and you got to be the friend that you want to be. Be the friend that you want someone to be to you. That's it. That's the one. Next thing you should know is that there's underground tunnels downtown. I personally was shocked when I found this out, because I used to say, like, every time I go downtown, it's like deserted. Nobody's ever downtown. Where's all the people that... FaceTime video. Listen, I'm never gonna finish this video. Okay. Camera shaking. Anyways, y'all, there's underground tunnels downtown Houston. I used to be like, where's all the people downtown? Downtown be looking deserted. It don't be nobody there. You be like, if you go downtown Houston, you be like, everything seemed to be closed. Everything seemed to be closed. Nobody's there. I found out that they're underground. Basically, there's underground tunnels. So get into that. Figure out about that. Next, you're going to gain weight. If you got money, you're going to be eating good, and you're going to gain weight. Since I've been here, I've gained 20 pounds. Like, look at me. I don't look the same, do I? I don't look the same, do I? I'm surely not the same weight, and I can't seem to lose this weight because I cannot seem to stop eating. Every time I turn around, it's a new restaurant to try. Every time I turn around, I want some more tacos. Every time I turn around, like, it's some new alcohol to drink. It ain't never no new alcohol, but like, I like drinks, I like food, I like trying new foods and restaurants. And if you're like me, you're gonna gain weight, or maybe you're gonna be in the gym. I don't be going to the gym because I'm lazy. But if you are like me, you're gonna eat good, you're gonna gain weight. I love the food out here. I love the food. Some of it. I ain't gonna say all of it. All of it ain't good, but man, it's so many good restaurants to try. And next, every which way you turn, it be a new restaurant popped up. Boom, new restaurant here. Boom, new restaurant there. Like, come on. How am I ever gonna lose weight? How am I ever gonna stay fit? How am I gonna stay fit and active when all I want to do is eat? You're gonna gain weight living out here for sure. 20 pounds. Listen to me. Sometimes the weather gets bad. They have hurricanes, they have flooding, lots of rain in the summertime. So don't think, oh, and also it be hot as hell, humid, mosquitoes be biting your ass. Oh, also bugs. There's so many bugs, spiders, like giant flying ants, big giant cockroaches. Also, they said Houston has a cockroach problem. I don't have cockroaches in here because they got good pest control. But like, if your apartment don't have good pest control, you're probably gonna have roaches in there. A lot of apartments out here have roaches for sure. So if one review say roaches, don't even, if you scared of roaches, you don't want to live with roaches, don't even move there. It be jumping spiders. I think I said this. A jumping spider almost jumped on my head one time from in here in my apartment, and it's just inevitable that you're going to see bugs. Like, there's so many different type of bugs, spiders, and creatures and critters out here. They trying to escape the heat too. They gonna be trying to come into your house. So just a heads up, make sure you get extra off defense spray, whatever, pest control. Keep all that shit on deck because bugs do not play out here, especially them damn mosquitoes. Cause it be so humid out here. It be so humid out here, and them mosquitoes be out, baby. Be hot, humid, and them mosquitoes be out. This is my personal opinion. Well, all this is my personal opinion, but I feel like the best places to live in Houston are the Heights area, the Medical Center, Montrose. Somebody had left a comment on my video when I said Montrose, like, oh, it be prostitutes over there. Baby, it's prostitutes all over Houston. What's that one street that all the prostitutes be on? Y'all know, if you from Houston or you've been here long enough, you know that street that I'm talking about. I just can't put my head on it. I can't spit it out, but you know exactly what I'm talking about. But it be prostitutes everywhere, even in good neighborhoods or whatever. They be out street walking, whatever, who cares? Montrose, downtown, River Oaks. River Oaks is probably gonna be the best of the best area, but that River Oaks is expensive. If you ain't got no money, you're not staying in River Oaks unless you just get lucky and find you some place that's cheap, but I doubt you're gonna do that. What else? Those are all the best places I feel are in Houston. Everything else is either cool, ghetto, or a little hood, but I feel like I'm not gonna say ain't nowhere too bad, but this is a big city. There's crime everywhere. There's things going on everywhere. What do you really expect? Somebody said that they were scared to live here because there's a lot of crime and they have kids. I also have a daughter, but I don't see a lot of crime. Personally, I don't see a lot of crime, but I'm not really just outside in the street just, doing shit. I feel like when you mind your business, you go home and just take care of your business, people not gonna mess with you. People are not gonna mess with you. But then again, some people might, depending on where you are, where you live, people might mess with you. People might. So I can't personally say, just come here, you're gonna be okay. I can't predict what's gonna happen for you. For me, everything has been fine. I haven't experienced really too much of anything besides somebody, like, there was one person trying to break into my car, and that's about it. That's about it. But for the most part, I've been safe out here. Hey, get you a gun or get you a dog. I got a gun and I got a dog. So I'm good. I'm straight. So to piggyback off that, car break-ins, car towing, really big in Houston, especially even in the really good neighborhoods. That's where the crooks come to. You think crooks is crooking in the hood? They know that people with money live in River Oaks, so they're gonna go bust windows out in River Oaks. Why would they go bust windows out in the hood? They know Tanya across the street ain't got no money and ain't got nothing good. So they gonna go to the good neighborhoods and bust the windows out. They gonna go to the most popular popping places and bust the windows out of your car. That's just what they do. That's how criminals think. I'm gonna go to the most expensive places and I'm gonna rob these people. That's just how people think. what else? Car towings. If you see signs that say do not park your car here, towing, and they got the little numbers to call the tow truck people, they gonna tow your car in. You think, oh, I'm just be here for 5 minutes. They gonna come in 2 minutes. As soon as you get out that car, somebody gonna call them and your car's gonna be gone when you come back. Do not park your car there. I literally highly do not recommend parking your car anywhere that says no parking or after this hour, da da da. Cause they gonna tell you shit. They don't play like that. Like that's a big business out here. They do not play. They gonna tell your shit ASAP. The next thing, there are beaches out here, but the beaches they ain't clear seas, and the beaches are kind of nasty looking. They ain't really. It ain't Florida. It ain't the Bahamas. It ain't the Maldives. It's Galveston, and the beach is disgusting. But if you still just want to get in the water or whatever, you just want to have a beach day, cool. They also have this place called Kima Boardwalk, which is along the coastline. And it's really fun. It's a fun place to take your kids. It's like an amusement park, and they got restaurants and things, and they got boats and everything else. So that's something to consider if you got kids or you just want a little getaway. And Galveston is about an hour away from Houston, and it's a fun time, y'all. It's a fun time. Next thing I want y'all to know is Houston people love Houston. They don't play about this city. They will go to war about this city. They don't play. So don't be coming out here with your opinions. Well, I'm still gonna have my opinions. And I don't really talk too much shit about Houston. I don't talk too much, not too much. I don't talk too much shit about Houston because I actually like it here. But yeah, they ain't go to war. They go to war about this city. They love this city. People, I feel like that's Texas, period. People in Texas, they love Texas. They gonna protect Texas by any means necessary. They don't play about this city. And next thing I want to let y'all know, this is very important. I'm not even playing. This is very important. If you're in traffic and you want to get over, don't even put your turn signal on, because the moment you put your turn signal on, people know that you're trying to get over, they're not gonna let you over. People out here are ignorant. They not gonna let you over. They see that you want to turn. They gonna keep acting like they don't see you. They gonna look straight ahead. They not gonna look at you. You over here, right? They not even gonna look at you. They gonna keep acting like they don't see you. You put your turn signal on, they not gonna let you over. You gotta swang over there. You gotta just jerk your shit over there, because they not gonna let you over at all. They're not gonna let you over. I've encountered like 2 nice people who were like, "Hey babe, get over." Other people, they just like, bitch, they speed up. They not letting you over. They not letting you over at all. Do not put your turn signal on. I'm telling you. To get over, do not put your turn signal on. They not letting you over. You just gotta hold people out here, because that's just how they is. That's just how they is. Next, this is how I personally feel. I feel like the police in Houston they don't really bother you that much. I've been pulled over one time, and it wasn't even in Houston. It was in Pearland, but they let me go with a warning. I ain't never been let go with a warning. They let me go with a warning. The Houston police, people speed past the Houston police. They don't really be checking for you. This is my personal opinion though, because some people might have different opinions and have different experiences. So I'm only speaking from my experience and what I've seen and what I've been through, that mostly the Houston police, they chill. They don't really give too much fucks. But that's my personal experience, okay? So don't be like, no, you wrong. This is my experience, okay? You can tell yours in the comments if you need, okay? But my experience is that Houston police, they got better shit to do than to just fuck with people and worry about people. Now Dallas, on the other hand, the Dallas police, they fuck with you. I hate Dallas. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, that's my personal experiences. Anyways, guys, I think that's all that I have for y'all today. If I have anything else, I'll just add it in. If not, thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope to see y'all soon.
And it be fine, she fine, she know she mine.